probably relished the last 4 or 5 years, you know, because they've done something. But he probably didn't shout an awful lot about Chelsea for an awful long time. You know what I mean? At least I had the down moments that went to being great. There was another guy, and he was the guy who went to Wembley with me with the tickets that Sir Alex gave me, a guy called John Melly, and he's a mad red. So I at least had a little bit of camaraderie. But the majority of people then were all Liverpool supporters. You know, I grew up and there was a huge amount of Liverpool supporters, and my best friend was a Leeds United fan. So there was no saving me, really. I mean, I had no chance when I was surrounded by those sad people.
Glory hunters, is
Glory hunters, that's the one, yeah. You know what I mean? And Leeds are getting what I suppose they deserve. You know,
they were hated, weren't they?
Oh God, how could he be my best friend and follow Leeds? You know, but it did provide great sort of moments of conversation and debate, and I suppose heated argument. But I suppose that's football. It does create that controversy, doesn't it? Everybody's got an opinion on it.
Well, for years, United lacked Welsh players. I mean, we had Mickey Thomas, of course, you know, for a while under Sexton, what, 78 through, what, about 83 he was there, wasn't he, at United?
Yeah.
Then, of course, Mark Hughes, and then Ryan Giggs, born in Cardiff.
Yeah, I mean, there's debate of whether he should have sort of played for England or anything else, but he chose to play for Wales. I think he could have played for England on residency alone.
Well, he played for England schoolboys, but when you put it to him, he doesn't. There's no regret. He just says, "Well, I was born in Wales. I was born in Cardiff." His mum's very Welsh.
Two of the greatest players that ever hit a football field. You know, Mark Hughes is probably one of my absolute favourite footballers of all time. You never had a bad performance from him, even if the team were playing rubbish. He always gave it everything he had. And you know, I listened to defenders talk about him, and they said they loved playing against him because they'd kick him and he'd kick them back, but he never complained. He just got on with the game, and you know, and I love that about him. You know, he was a tough man.
Well, I thought he was a linchpin in that first successful. I mean, that was the great discovery of Cantona. Was that got the best out of Hughes in a way. He was the missing link, wasn't he, Cantona?
And I think Hughes allowed so many flair players to play because he could hold the ball. I think I've only ever seen one player better at shielding the ball, and that'd probably be Kenny Dalglish. And Mark Hughes, you just couldn't shake him off the ball. He was always on it, and he allowed players to play off him, and he brought players into things. But he never stopped running himself. He'd always follow it up and create the extra pair of legs to hit the ball with. You know, he was just special. And I think he probably was much better than he gets the credit for. You know, Giggs, quite rightly, the most decorated player of all time. You know, it's great to say they were both Welsh. You know, I mean, we'll take whatever crumbs of comfort we can get down here with football. But yeah, no, you mean he was a bit special, Mark Hughes.
And if Giggs had played for England, it certainly would have sorted out that problem left side that's been going on for the last 15 years.
It would have ended the debate, that's for sure. I mean, there are several things that you